All right. October 10th, 2015, Saturday. Okay. Shinjo grimaced. The smell of death was enough to make him nauseous. Shinjo? Who's Shinjo? Which one is Shinjo? I'm not sure. It's hard to tell with the masks. But I guess this is the morgue, right? Yeah, this is probably Wakabe. With his, big stomach. Watabe Tomoaki's, how you say? Watabe Tomoaki's body had been taken to a university hospital and put on an autopsy table less than 2 hours after his death. Normally, an autopsy would never be held this quickly. Yeah, that's what I was wondering, actually. You don't usually do that. There was paperwork that needed to be filled out, and the family needed to agree, but Watabe's death was so bizarre that a cause of death needed to be found as soon as possible. Shinjo had taken a hard line with his superiors and used rather forceful methods to get the family's permission to perform a lightning-fast autopsy. The police force as a whole seemed determined to avoid a repeat of the failure 6 years ago. But what was truly unexpected was Konosato's statement that she would attend the autopsy as well. Since he couldn't let a civilian, especially a high school girl, attend an autopsy unsupervised, he'd been forced to go with her. The hospital's autopsy room was kept clean and very different from the musty atmosphere you often saw in foreign movies. But to Shinjo, the invisible smell of death was still thick in the air. It was nothing like seeing a body at a crime scene. It was almost physically uncomfortable. But Konosato Miyo, as near as he could tell, didn't seem bothered at all. Shinjo and Konosato was watching the autopsy from the waiting room next door. The wall had a glass to allow them to see into the room. Okay, so they're not participating. I imagine maybe Miyo was just also there, with a scalpel. I guess not. The external and internal examinations had been completed, and now they were opening up the stomach and examining it. Let's see what's inside.
こうなることを予見していたのか。
予見？
今日わざわざ渡部の対談を見に行くと言い出したのはなぜだ。
Yeah, that's what I was speculating. Did she know what was gonna happen, or?
それどころか、有村ひなえにも渡部と接触するよう昨日から指示していたんだろう。まさか。実は君が黒幕だとかいうオチはやめてくれよ。
You're the mastermind, oh no.
そうできるなら、そうしてもいいかもな。
Shinjo couldn't tell if she was serious or not. He spent the last several days with her, but he still had no idea what she was thinking.
渡部が殺されるかもしれないという予感はあった。予感を確信に変えるために、有村に接触するように指示したんだ。
Okay, so she did suspect that he was going to be killed.
だが、まさか今日殺されるという予想はしていなかった。
Today? Oh, okay. So she expected something to happen, but it happened earlier than she thought, I guess?
有村ひなえが渡部に接触すると何がわかるんだ。
She didn't answer him. Even though he was sharing police information with her, would it really kill her to be a little bit more cooperative?
渡部はあの若さでスクープを連発しすぎていたと思わないか。
それが何か。
Just as he spoke, he could hear a muffled moan from the coroner. There were microphones in the autopsy room that would let them hear anything said there.
どうしたんだろ
う。What is it? Tell me.
どうしたんだ。
Shinjo pounded on the glass and motioned for the coroner to explain. The coroner nodded and moved the body so that they could see it better. Then he held up a pair of tweezers. He plunged the tweezers into Watabe's open abdomen. Why is it so hard to say that word? It's the abs, basically, but like abdomen. Abdomen. I don't know. Abdomen. I think because you know sometimes you say abdominal, like abdominal muscles, but then abdomen you say different. I don't know. English is so weird. Different pronunciations for the same words. Anyway, from where Shinjo and Kunosato were standing, they couldn't see inside. The tweezers seemed to grab something. That was all he said as he lifted up the tweezers. Between them was... Okay, yeah, sumo sticker. In excellent condition. A little bit bloody, though. I mean... I was gonna say, like, you shouldn't be surprised, but... Maybe it looks different than the usual? I don't know, I can't tell. What's the thing for, like, looking at the thing? I forgot. Not here, I keep pressing the wrong thing. What's the button for hiding the text box? Cancel? Is there like... Actually, did I do it before? I don't remember if I did it before. I want to hide the text box, basically. Backspace? Is that what it is? Yeah, okay. I mean, I can't really tell, actually, because, you know, it's all droopy, because it's caked in blood, so, you know, maybe it's just that, or maybe it's different? I don't know, I can't tell. There's like this line here. Is that there before? It wasn't twisted or broken, or maybe it's too perfect. Maybe that's why it's like weird. Because I mean, I guess if you try to eat stickers, I guess it would get dissolved in stomach acid. The sticker was almost entirely intact. What is? I don't understand. Tell me. Suddenly, Kunosato opened the door leading into the autopsy room.
Oi! Katteni!
You could go in there without changing your clothes or disinfecting yourself. He tried to tell her that, but gave up. And also, you might get, like, you know, an infection, you know, by, like, being around a corpse for too long. But I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. You might get sick. It was more important to find out what the coroner had seen. So he followed her in, even though he knew he wasn't supposed to. The coroner said nothing. He just stood silently, holding his tweezers. I don't know, for some reason her face looks funny to me, I don't know. It's kind of like that kind of face where, like, in an anime, like the character's, like, in the background or whatever, so they're not focused on drawing, like, a very much detailed face, you know? If that makes any sense? It's like a low level of detail, you know? Of her face. Anyway. He just stood there silently holding his tweezers. Even Kunosato was shocked by what she saw in the body. So was Shinjo. He covered his mouth with a handkerchief. It was just too bizarre. Watabe's stomach was so swollen it seemed about to burst. And inside the stomach, he could see not just dozens, but hundreds of sumo stickers. I mean, that's what we saw before. It's not that surprising, is it? It's well, I mean, obviously we saw him barf out the sumo stickers. That shouldn't be surprising. But what is, you know, surprising is how, you know, the stickers got there in the first place, I guess.
シールが途中で詰まっている可能性が高い。
考えられる死因は
窒息死だろうな。
I guess so.
つまりこういうことか。渡部は窒息するほど何枚も何枚も何枚も力士シールを飲み込んでいたと。
Not one, not Shinjo or the coroner said, or not one? No one rather. No one said a word. Okay. So I guess that's what happened. I mean, I guess that's the method, you know. He just ate a bunch of stickers, basically, until he died. By the time Kazuki and I got back from the police, the school looked completely different. The bustling school building was now almost completely empty. All the police tape was gone except from the gym where the death had occurred. They must have finished their examination of the area. From the look of things, if I went back to the club room, I probably wouldn't find anyone. But for now...
Huh?
ああ、タク、花ちゃん、おかえり。
なんだ、思ったより早かったな。
Sarika and Ito were there. Turns out there are people.
有村は？
警察からまっすぐ帰った。もしかして僕たちを待っててくれたのか？
誰が好き好んで野郎を待たなきゃいかんのだ。和樹のことを待ってたんだよ。
Kazuki gave Ito a little bow.
花ちゃん、騙されちゃダメだよ。しんちゃんは片付けに時間がかかってるだけだから。ん？
こらこら、言うなお前は。
Well, that's what I figured, but I felt a lot better. I could still see that awful corpse when I closed my eyes. Since I hadn't eaten anything since this morning, there was nothing to go up my throat but stomach acid. Because of that, my esophagus was starting to hurt. Just being able to talk to everyone like this made me feel a lot better.
あ、でも片付けってことはやっぱ中止なのか、学祭。
うん、タクが出てった後、アナウンスがあって。
そっか。もしかしたら延期って可能性もあるかと思ったんだけど。
ま、しゃあねえわな。なんたって殺人だからな。
And since it might have to do with all the other strange deaths, the school probably didn't have much of a choice.
で、お前らの方はどうだったんだよ。犯人扱いとかされなかったか？大丈夫か？
なんで僕が疑われるんだよ。むしろ重要な目撃者だぞ。
だからじゃねえか。ミステリーで目撃者っつったら容疑者確定だろ。
刑事ドラマの見過ぎだって。
But still, just like Shinjo had said earlier, it would make sense if they suspected me, I think. And also, I mean, I guess a bit meta there. I mean, in any kind of like mystery show or mystery like story, it has to be a character that's established, you know, within the universe, you know, because if it turns out that it's just some, the mastermind is just some random guy we've never seen before, it's kind of a letdown, right? So it has to be someone we know, or at least have, been interacting with at least. But anyway, this was the second time after the revolving dead incident that someone had died near me.
それにしてもさ、本当に今日事件が起こるなんてな。これで俺たちの推測は当たってたってことだな。
そうだな。
I leaned my tired body back into the chair and looked at the map on the wall. Now there was even more evidence. We could be certain at this point that what happened this morning was in some way related to the new generation madness. But we didn't know who had done it or why. The sumo stickers that made me sick every time I saw them were the only clue we had.
しかも今回の渡部の殺人にはそれが直接凶器として使われていた。
は？なんだって？
Blark. To be honest, I didn't want to remember that. Well, too bad. We're looking at it right now. There was no way to know this unless you experienced it for yourself, but seeing something in a video and seeing it in person were two radically different things. The biggest difference was the smell. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, because, you know, because video, all you do is like see and then you hear, but, you know, you use your other senses to experience it as well. Even if there's no blood, like this morning, there's still a unique stench in the air. Part of it was the smell of vomit, and the excrement that slid out of the body after the muscles had relaxed. But it was more than that. There was a unique stench the bodies of the dead possessed. The smell of death, you might call it. Whenever I saw the body in my mind, I also remembered that scent.
警察の話だと渡部の死因は窒息死だよな。口の中に例のシールがいっぱいだったんだろ。
シールを口に入れられて喉に詰まっちゃったのかな。
Well, most likely he did it himself. If we remember the prologue of the guy who cut off his arm and started eating his, fingers, it's probably what happened. He just did it himself. I mean, that seems to be the connection of all these unusual deaths. They are like weird suicides, but, somehow related maybe to someone kind of like doing something, I guess, to make them do that. I don't know.
犯人はなんでそんなことしたんだ？つうかさ、そもそも今までの事件と犯人が同じだと思うか？
どういうこと？
だってなあ。
Ito stopped and shrugged. I knew what he was trying to say. If we assume that all these incidents were related, compared to Don't Look at Me, Leaky Noise, and Revolving Dead, this murder seemed very different. The killer jammed sumo stickers in the victim's mouth until he choked. It was cruel, sure. It also felt sloppy, brutal, and crude. Kind of reminds me of a class I did in high school, actually. It was like I think a law class or something. And how, what's considered a murder weapon. And when you think about it, anything could be a murder weapon if you, jam it into your mouth and then you suffocate, or a victim anyway. So I guess sumo stickers are murder weapons. Anyway. But
僕だって最初はそう考えたよ。警察から話を聞くまではね。でも
when I was leaving the station, I heard the cops talking about the results of the autopsy. They said Watabe's stomach was filled to bursting with sumo stickers. So this case was every bit as weird as the other three. I tried to get out of the chair, but I was still a little tired, so I staggered a bit.
すべての事件の特徴を順を追って見てみると、今回の事件も明らかに同一の事件に属するものじゃないかと思えるんだ。
これまでの事件と共通点があるってこと？
それを聞いてほしい。順を追って話せ。
That's right. What I was about to explain included the critical factor that we'd never even considered before. It was what I talked to Serika about before I left for the police station.
さっきの話の続きだけどな。聞かせてくれないか？
さっきの話？
言ってたろ。新庄さんと黒里さんの話。能力者とか不可思議なこととか。
ああ、なんだっけ。そうそう、なんかね、変なんだって、これまでの事件が。
そりゃ変だろ。だからこそ僕たちだって追っかけてるわけだし。
ああ、そういう意味じゃなくてね、死んだ被害者の人たちが。最初の犠牲者、こっちみんなの人のニア生のタイトル知ってるよね。
俺氏、未来が見えてしまう剣だろ。
本当にね、その未来を予知できたのかもって。
は？
Oh, that's crazy. Was it some kind of joke?
で、次の音漏れたんなんだけど、ライブに来てた人が変だったんだって。
変ってどういう意味だ？
なんか熱に浮かされてたみたいな感じ？歌自体は大したことないんだけど、歌声に取りつかれたみたいな。
なんだよそれ。よくわかんないな。
That's what we know from the prologue. I guess each of these deaths involves some kind of special power, I guess? At least the victims, anyway.
そう言ってたんだもん。
まあいい。で、次の回転デッドは
We never really learned much about the guy from Growing Dead. He had a part-time job, right?
バイトなのに業績がすごく良かったって。
それは単に有能だっただけじゃないのか。
そうなんだけどね。なんかこう相手の望んでることがわかるっていうか、もしかしたら盗聴でもしてるんじゃないかって陰で言われてたみたい。私が聞いたのはこれで全部だけど。
いや、上出来だ。よくそこまで聞き取ってくれたな。
もしかして役に立つ？
Okay, so I guess that's also the connection to all these unusual deaths. All the victims were psychics? I don't know, something like that. They have special powers of some sort? For some reason? At least it seems like that anyway. Shinjo and Kunosato were talking very softly, so I hadn't been able to hear it at all. It was definitely thanks to Serika that we had this information. But still... Psychic powers. Are we going into the supernatural? I mean, usually I don't like supernatural elements in a murder mystery game, but... well... maybe I'll suspend my, you know... I guess disbelief? Is that what it's called? Suspension of disbelief? At least if it's good. I don't know. We'll see.
おーい、宮代くん、まだなのか？
あ、すみません。すぐ行きます。
Smile. You smile a little bit. After what I heard from talking to Serika, it was unbelievable, but if I look at all the cases so far in light of that...
すべてを確かめるために、もう一度事件を整理してみるから、見ててくれ。
I turned to face the board on the wall. When I did so, I could feel strength coming back to my tired body and mind. Good, I was fine. What happened this morning hadn't made me afraid. Everyone looked at the map of Shibuya, even Kazuki.
なんだ、円数2をプレイするんじゃないのか？
Empire Sweeper Online too. For some reason, Kazuki always participated when we use this. Well, whatever. I should start with the first case. The keys were what I heard from Serika before going to the police station, and what I knew about the victims. Together, they implied that...
そうか。やっぱりそういうことなのか。
No way, that can't be right.
けど、そう考えれば全ての辻褄が合う。
Actually, there were a lot of things that could only be explained that way. My mind raced. And soon I felt a curiosity welling up within me that overrode the terror and disgust I'd felt when I was at the scene of the murders.
やっぱりそうだ。信じられないけれど、あり得る。
He's talking like Sherlock Holmes. What did Sherlock Holmes say, you know? Like, in typical... I don't know if he's, like, ever said it in the actual books, I guess, but... he's famous for being quoted for saying, like, if you remove the impossible, you know, everything that's impossible, the only thing left, you know, is the answer. No matter how unbelievable it is, or something like that. So it might, I guess, maybe that's what Takeru is trying to do, or maybe the story is trying to do, I don't know. It was a stupid idea, maybe. But if it were true, it would be incredible. It would change everything we thought we knew about the world, okay?
なんだよ、気持ち悪いな。急に変な笑い声出すなよ。
だってね、なんかいつものタクに戻ったなって。
Now that I thought about it, I've gotten so excited that I forgot the nightmares that are going around me. I should get back on topic.
僕は気づいたんだ。 直接犯人には繋がらないかもしれないけど、事件の全容を知る上で、いや、ひょっとしたら世界の常識を覆すような大きな共通点に。
I could see Kazuki gasp in surprise, apparently. I don't know why she's so surprised. Everyone was looking at me as I explained everything in turn.
まず今回の渡部氏殺害事件がニュージェネの狂気の再来と呼ばれる一連の事件の延長線上にあるという話。
でもよ、さっきも言ったけど、ただの窒息死なんだろ？
いや違う。渡部の死因は確かに窒息死だけど、単に口の中いっぱいに力士シールを詰め込まれて死んだわけじゃない。
どういうことだ？
I stopped for a moment and took a deep breath. I knew that when I imagined it, I was going to shiver.
彼は力士シールを胃の中までいっぱいに詰め込まれて死んだらしい。
I don't know why I don't know. Maybe I made the conclusion too early, but like, I mean, obviously it was full of sumo stickers because he vomited them out, but I don't know. Everybody's eyes went wide. Wow. As if his stomach would be filled with anything else. I don't know. Anyway, I could tell that they were trying to figure out the meaning of what I just said.
胃の中まで？それって。
そう。力士シールを無理やり、それも噛み砕くことなく原型を残したまま大量に飲み込んで、あるいは飲まされて、それが原因で窒息して死んだ。そういうことになる。
そいつはまた。
雑どころじゃないんだ。むしろあまりにも変質的なんだよ。
だったら確かに今回の事件も一連の事件と同じ流れの中にあるってことになるわけか。
I nodded, then wrote down a brief outline of Watabe's death and pinned it to the map. You know, when I think about it, I don't know, well, not all the deaths, but the Don't Look at Me and which was the Leaky Noise. Both of those cases have something to do with, like, you know, eating. Like, the first one, he ate his fingers. The other one, you know, put, like, a speaker inside their stomach. Whatever. And Watabe also has, like, stickers in his stomach. Not Revolving Dead, though. Unless there was something, like, the Revolving Dead guy. Did he, like, eat anything? I don't think so. He only got his, like, head twisted and then fell off, I guess. Same date as the vampire.
だがな、宮代。それがさっき言ってた世界の常識を覆すほどの共通点なのか？
I wonder, well, I don't know, like, there's all these previous deaths, by the way, that has never been explained in this visual novel. Maybe it was explained in the prequel? I don't know. Because that's what I'm thinking. Because otherwise, they're not explaining what happens, for example, in Vampire. You know, you can only guess from the name. You know, like, I guess maybe they got their blood drained or something. They turned green. I don't know.
いや、今のはただ渡部氏殺害事件が連続殺人事件の一環であるということを確認しただけで、もちろん本題はこの先にある。
I stopped talking for a second and looked around at everyone's faces.
まず、こっちみんなと呼ばれている第一の事件の被害者、大谷優馬。彼は未来がわかると言っていた。
んなの、ただの煽り文句だろ。
いいから最後まで聞けって。
Ito shrugged and stopped talking.
第二の事件、音漏れ炭。被害者、高柳百音の歌声には妙な魅力があったってファンは口を揃えて証言してる。聞いているだけでトランス状態になれるって。
あの刑事さん、そんなようなことを言ってた。
クラブとかで踊ってる連中と同じだろ。音楽や歌が聴いてる人間をトランス状態にするのはよくあることだ。
人をそういう状態にするにはそれなりの条件が必要だろ。 クラブなんかはそういう効果をもたらすために作られた閉鎖空間だ。でも高柳百音がストリートライブをしていた場所は違う。何の設備もない路上だ。
まあいいや、続けてくれ。
そして第3の事件、回転デッドの被害者柿田博則。彼はまるで顧客の心が読めているみたいだったそうだ。
おい、まさか。
Are we really going the Esper route? It's Espers. Ito seemed to realize what I was trying to say. That's my partner for you. He's got good intuition.
渡部のあの写真、力士シールの表情が違うってことは言ったよな。
I'd already told everyone that the expression on the sumo sticker that I photographed at the Love Hotel and the one in Watabe's article were different.
最初あれはコラージュか何かだと思った。実際渡部にはそういう噂があったからな。でもどうやら違うらしいんだ。
So maybe, well, I don't know. What was his special power, in this situation? He can like make photos appear with his mind or something. I don't know.
刑事に確認してみたんだよ。そしたら渡部の撮った写真には改ざんされた形跡はなかったらしい。となると考えられる可能性は。
There was a chance that many of Watabe's too good to be true photographs weren't taken with a camera. He probably used some form of psychic photography, okay? Alright? I'm gonna suspend my disbelief. I wrote everything that occurred to me down in a memo and pinned it to the map. Or is it suspend my belief or suspend my disbelief? I don't know which one it is. I think it's suspend your belief or whatever. Suspension of belief. The second Watabe's article was different than the one I photographed. Wasn't real, taken with psychic photography, okay? Ito laughed as I put it up.
いやいや待てって、いくらなんでもそりゃないだろう。
Yeah, well, we're really gonna add supernatural elements?
しんちゃん、今ので分かったの
Takatsuki seemed irritated that Ito had figured out the answer before her. She started to bang on the wall like she always did. I assume that's her interpretation? I don't know what she's really thinking though.
で、おいこらやめとけ。
要するに宮代はこう言いたいんだ。今回の事件の被害者に共通するのは全員不可解とも思える現象を引き起こしていたという点だ。それが意味するのは
Yes, and that means they... Oh, I can choose, I guess. They were aliens from outer space. Well, let me just save just in case. Use tricks to control others' minds, had special powers, or aliens from outer space. I mean, aliens, I mean, all these can be possible, but... special powers probably is the correct one. Use tricks to control others' minds. I mean, that's assuming they don't have special powers, I guess, and it's all a trick, but then how do you explain the photos, and how you explain... I don't know. Because the first and second death, you could explain it as, something like a trick, I guess. They could be using some sort of like, I don't know, technology, or they'll have inside knowledge of stuff. The first guy say, "Oh, I can see the future." It could be that he just knew, right? Or certain like things were rigged, to be a certain thing, and he just had insider knowledge of what was going to happen. So that could be like a trick as well. Leaky noise, I don't really know. Maybe she was just a good singer and she had doubts of that she had a good voice, Maybe she was simply self-deprecating, I guess. And of course, Revolving Dead, the guy was just really good at his part-time job, he didn't use mind reading, he was just really good at it. Or he could be bugging other people's stuff, right? They also mentioned that, like bugging people's bugging people so that he knew what they wanted or whatever. But that doesn't really explain the psychic photography, I guess. If it was proven that he didn't use Photoshop, how did Watabe get photos that didn't exist, So it has to be, I guess, special powers? I can only assume so. Aliens will work too, but just seems, too far out there. Aliens?
そう。彼らはみんな。
彼らは特殊な能力を持っていた。そうだな。
Ito took the words right out of my mouth.
特殊ってつまり？
尾上が新庄さんから聞いた言葉で言うなら能力者、つまり超能力者ってことだよ。
超能力？
I'm using all my powers to not write off this game right now because I usually hate it when murder mysteries introduce anything magical, anything that's not realistic. It doesn't have to be super realistic, but it has to be at least possible. But psychic powers? Alright. I'm just gonna accept it unless maybe it is a trick, it might be a trick. Maybe they're saying, oh, it's psychic powers, but actually it's not, or whatever. But I'm gonna continue and see where this leads.
超能力ってミステリー小説だったら奮発物どころか読者が怒っちまうぜ。
Yeah, yep. Shinji, you're taking the words out of my mouth as well.
残念ながらこれは小説じゃない。事実だ。
Alright, I mean...
だったらなおさらだよ。なあみんな。
Ito looked around at the others, expecting their agreement. While Kazuki had looked surprised for a moment, she quickly returned to her usual inscrutable expression, and Sarika was excited about something completely different. And I would... if I wasn't, going through this, I don't like to, quit stuff, especially because I'm, making a playthrough out of it, I guess. So, I'm still gonna go through Chaos Child. It's just that, if I don't know, if I did this on my own without hearing that Chaos Child apparently is very good and is related to Steinscape, if this was just completely, isolated, I would definitely drop the game at this point, but I'm gonna give it a chance. We'll see. Maybe it turns out that maybe they do it in a cool way. I don't know.
超能力ってあれでしょ？こう透明になって女子更衣室に忍び込んだりするやつ。
Of course. No. Why would Sarika think that? Where'd that come from?
まあそういうのもあるかもしれないけど、普通はテレパシーとか。
ああ、テレパシーいいな。携帯電話とかいらないから料金かからないし。
Forget it. I should just give up on trying to talk to her about anything complicated. It's not that
でも
complicated.
さ、超能力なんて言い始めたら何でもありだろう。それこそ誰かが遠くから超能力を使って殺人を犯したとか。
いや、超能力って言っても多分そこまで便利なものじゃないんじゃないかな。せいぜい一つの能力しか使えないとか。それに忘れてもらっちゃ困るけど、超能力者なのは犯人ではなく被害者だってことだ。
でも被害者が超能力者ってことは犯人もそうだってことも考えられるだろ
う。まあな。
That was certainly possible. No, it might actually be likely.
ああ、そういえばさ。
Sarika cut the two of us off. Her voice was easygoing and unconcerned.
前にアットチャンネルか何かでそういう都市伝説があるってタク言ってなかった？確か渋谷で生活してると不思議な力が身につくとか。
That's right. How could I have forgotten something so important?
ああ、それなら俺も知ってるけどさ。でもあれって地震で死んだ人の霊が取り付くとかなんとか言われてる話だろ？ いくらなんでもそれはな。
例の話は後付けで、現象だけは実際のものだとしたら。
んなこと言ってもさ。
火のないところに煙は立たないって言うよ。
火の気のないところに火をつけて回るのがアットチャンネルだろうが。
それはそうだけど。
でも尾上は聞いたんだよな、能力者がどうとか言うのは。
そうだよ、警察の人が言ってたもん。
だからってよ。
Ito still didn't seem willing to accept it. Well, I could understand that. Even I thought this was a little crazy. But for some reason, it felt to me like this was the explanation closest to the truth.
伊藤の言いたいこともわかる。でも仮説の一つとして考えておいてもいいとは思わないか？
それはまあ。
He fell silent. Normally, Kazuki would have gotten bored with all this talking and gone back to her computer, but today she wasn't moving. She wasn't participating in a conversation, but for once, she seemed interested.
まあ100歩譲って宮代の仮説が正しいとしようじゃないか。じゃあもう一つの共通点との関係は？
もう一つの共通点って？
力士シールだろ。
ああ、そっか。
The sumo stickers were involved in this case too. No, this time they were actually the murder weapon, you could say.
そもそもなんで全ての現場に力士シールがあるんだろうな。
普通に考えたら殺された人が残すんだよね。ダイビングメッセージだっけ？
Diving message. No, it's not that.
ダイイングな。
Dying message, which often, I don't know, it's like a trope actually in like a lot of mystery shows.
でも今回
Where
は凶器そのものが力士シールなんだから、それは当てはまらない。
where the victim often, writes the name of their murderer as they die. I don't know how often, someone would do that. If you're dying, you probably don't think that, oh, let me just write down the name of my killer. More so, you're thinking, oh no, shit, I'm dying, more so than writing a message. But anyway. So here's the murder weapon.
となると犯人が置いてったってことだよな。自分がやったってことを分からせるためか、あるいは
誰かに何らかのメッセージを送るためか。
Which means that card would have some kind of meaning that all the victims understood. But the only thing they have in common that we know about now is that they have special powers.
あ、電話だ。
Sarika took her phone out of her pocket and looked at the screen, then frowned and looked at me.
のんちゃんから。
ということで、吉祥寺で今行列ができているラーメン店3つご紹介しました。
Amazing.
どうですか？気になるお店ありましたか
2つ目のつけ麺のお店が気になりますね。魚介スープではなく味噌ラーメン風のスープというのが新しいなと思いまして。
そうですね。味噌といってもつけ麺用にアレンジされていて結構さっぱりしているんですよね。
今テロップが出ていますね。速報です。今日お昼頃フリージャーナリストの渡部智明さん22歳が
Yeah, they're talking about his death. I'm just looking at who's this? This looks like an idol, but I don't know. Starbucks, yeah, Starbricks, technically. Big bargain, 107. Just looking at the background, I guess. Anyway, 22. Yeah, he's 22, by the way. Why does he look so? I don't know. He's 22, yet he looks so old. I guess because of the scraggly, facial hair. But anyway. There was a large sign at the top of the screen which read, "Freelance journalist Watabe Tomoaki dies violently during speech."
渋谷署では事件事故の両方の可能性があるとして渡部さんの死因や病気の有無など詳しく調べています。渡部さんはつい先日渋谷で大量に貼られている力士シールと連続自殺事件に関連性があるという内容のスクープ記事を書き注目されていました。
Oh, okay. Gaia Online? Yeah, Watabe is dead? What, you mean the Watabe? Wow, that's a shock. Yeah? I assume it's like an online game. Watabe, I'm gonna cry, oh no. You knew him? I guess you didn't like advance the text. No, but I thought he was great. Just a fan, huh? Lol. WWW. You seem very smart. You know, when you look at him, he's not that hot. So was his face in the end? Lol. Why did he die anyway? I don't know, but that's what they were saying on Rhyme. Was he on TV yesterday? He was writing an article about how the sumo stickers in Shibuya are bad news. What? He was the one putting them up? No, he didn't put them up. Okay. The sumo stickers has something to do with the case. The new generation madness, you know. Was Watabe killed? By the people putting up the sumo stickers? Scary shit, man. Those eyes are God's eyes? Huh? Nani? Question mark, question mark, question mark? Those eyes are God's eyes? Okay. Are you a bot? Okay. Those eyes are God's eyes. Those eyes are God's eyes. Those eyes are God's eyes. No, I guess that was a spam bot, alright. Watabe Tomaki dead? Lol. According to an announcement by the Shibuya Metropolitan Police, on the afternoon of the 10th at around 1 o'clock p.m., Watabe Tomaki was found dead. The Shibuya police are investigating both the possibility of an accident as well as potential murder or suicide, are looking into the cause of Mr. Watabe's death and any illness he may have had. First. Okay. I feel like, I don't know, first, that's that kind of thing on YouTube. I remember on YouTube, people just wrote first. They put first. Even though they weren't actually first. Anyway. First post. Rest in peace. Skipping the ASCII art. Rest in peace, lol. Schadenfreude is giving me a boner. Okay, again. Now that's realistic. You know, I feel like the people on these forums, or at least these image threads, what really defines them is if they're depressed, lonely, and horny. You know? And I don't get enough of that. In this like in-game, you know, image thread. There has to be more of that. Anyway. Yeah, that's a really hard look, huh? Rest in peace, rip. Press F to pay respects. Answer it again. Holy shit. Who? Yeah. Whose eyes are those eyes? Not too much. Darkness is sumo stickers. Hey, how's you laughing? Somebody has killed him, right? Holy shit. Today's the fucking time. New generation madness was begun. Rest in peace. Glad that hassle's dead. Which one of you guys did it? That's what you get. Those eyes are God's eyes? Actually, number 14. Whose eyes are those eyes? Whose eyes are those eyes? Those eyes are God's eyes? Okay. Why do you guys hate him so much? He's just some loser plagiarist. Rest in peace. Who is he again? Shine, die. Next one will be attempt 23rd. Oh God, repent your sins and be no victims. This guy probably has no idea what he's talking about. I feel like the, you know, whose eyes are those eyes are God's eyes, those are the people who know about something. That's the very ominous phrase that's been showing up. Ends up getting killed. New generation madness. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're late. I can't bear it. Boop, 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 boop. Some stickers are God. Some stickers are God. Some stickers are God. Some stickers are God. Stop spamming the thread. Janitors, where are you? Gotta like delete some posts. Anyway. Oh. Okay. Delusion time. You know, after being slightly disappointed that this game is going towards a supernatural feel, let's have a negative delusion. Anyway, I silently look up the building. The lights were on in the room at the end of the living room on the 3rd floor, which meant that she was awake, and she's dead. It's probably what the delusion is, maybe, I don't know. I'd known she would be, but still I couldn't help but sigh. That was the end of my last hope. After Serica had answered the phone, she handed it to me without saying a word. Just like I expected, her voice was calm. Both me, Serica, and Ito knew from experience that meant she was angry. She told me to come home immediately in a flat-out motionless voice. I couldn't even make any excuses. I've been hoping she'd be asleep when I got back, but now I realized that there was never any chance of that. No, I didn't know for certain that she wanted to talk about what happened today. It might be about something else. Trigger on. Maybe Kurisu was feeling worried too. I was already a witness to one death, and now today I'd seen another. If they were all part of the same series of murders, then the killer hadn't been caught yet. So maybe I was in a pretty dangerous position. I was trying to find the killer just like the police. It was possible that I got in too deep, and now the killer would come after me. And wait a minute. Kurisu was the vice president of the newspaper club and my sister, so maybe she was in danger too. I mean, she was already in danger once. It wasn't that long ago at all that she had been stabbed. They'd arrested the guy who had attacked her, but I heard that he was practically insane. What if the real killer had sent him to stab Kurisu? What if the person who found my phone saw Kurisu's photos and phone number and now was after her? I tried to tell myself that as I went inside the house. But when I knocked on Kurisu's door, there was no answer. I thought she might be asleep and tried to open the door, but it was locked from the inside. I seen the lights on from outside, so maybe she was sleeping with them on. I didn't see Dad, Yui, and Yuto anywhere. The house was always so lively, but now it seemed eerily quiet. Why wasn't there anyone here? Where had they gone? Did they go to get food and leave Kurisu here? But I look at the time, and normally this would have been where, this would have been when Dad was closing up the hospital. The front door, that is the door to the clinic itself, was still unlocked. All the lights were still on. I suddenly had a horrible thought, and I started thinking of even worse things. Yes. I decided to try calling Kurisu's cell phone from the line in the house. I heard the sound of a ringtone. It was coming from Kurisu's room. She was asleep after all. Why would she call me here and then go to sleep? What the heck was she thinking?
Oi, Kurisu! Na, okiro yo! Akete kure yo! Kurisu, okiro! Oite!
That was strange. I was pounding on the door and there was no response from inside. I had a bad premonition. One could say a deadly premonition. There was no way. It was impossible, right? I tried to tell myself that everything was fine, but it wasn't working. I decided to kick down her door. Okay, I mean, normally you would gently open the door, but I guess it's locked, so... I ran inside the room and... gasped at what I saw. Okay. The whole room was covered in red. The walls, the beds, the carpets, the desk, and the stuffed animals. The room was covered in bright red blood everywhere you looked. The smell of blood was strong enough that I almost threw up. Maybe throw up some sumo stickers, I don't know. And I couldn't bring myself to take another step. Whose blood was this? I hope it isn't Chris's blood. There was no sign of Kurisu in the room. She was gone. Not only were Dad, Yui, and Yuto missing, but so was Kurisu. She disappeared, leaving behind all this blood. Leaving behind her smartphone. She disappeared without a trace. The door was locked from the inside. Even the windows were locked. The words, "missing persons case," flashed through my mind. But I knew it was much worse than that. I fell to my knees and clasped my head in my hands. I guess she exploded into a massive pool of blood. I don't know. I knew that Dad, Yui, and Yuto, and Kurusu too, were never coming back. Is that it? That wasn't a very... I don't know. I feel like you could have thought a much more realistic death. I don't know. They just disappeared. There's a bunch of blood. That's it. I don't know. I don't know, Takuru. You could have thought a much more, you know, like gruesome way for them to die. But anyway, that was just a daydream. But I couldn't say for sure that wouldn't happen. The position I was in was just that dangerous. It could have been more creative death, is what I'm trying to say. You know? Anyway, when I went inside, she was sitting on the bed waiting for me.
傷に触るだろ。ちゃんと寝てないと。
No, no. Here, no, no. Belongs to no, no.
また警察に連れて行かれたって聞いたんだけど。
Kurusu cut me off. Her voice was calm and level. Normally this would have been a relief, but in Kurusu's case, it just made me feel more scared.
この情報に間違いはないわね。
What's that necklace, by the way? It looks like a ring, you know? Is it actually a ring that she, you know, wears around her neck or something? Or on her necklace or whatever?
誰の情報?
Any significance? No.
そんなの誰だっていいでしょ?
Maybe it's not a ring.
それより本当なの?
You know, from this
どうなの?
angle, I guess it's not a ring. It's just like decoration for a necklace. But anyway.
それは...
Kawahara must have told her. Damn it. Why do you have to tell Kurusu of all people? I knew I was in for another lecture. No, I'd be lucky if it was just a lecture. If it was anything worse... I didn't want to think about it. If her voice was this calm, it was a warning sign. I needed to proceed cautiously.
さっきから黙っているなんて一体どうしたんでしょうね。もしかしたら私の声が聞こえなかったんでしょうか。
She suddenly changed. You're kidding me. Normally, I at least get a little more time.
そういうことならもう一度お聞きしましょうか。先ほどのお話は。
聞こえてます。大丈夫です。
そう。だったらどうしてお返事してくれないのかしら。
すみません。
まあいいでしょう。それで？
はい。さっきの話は本当です。でもそれは僕のせいじゃなくて事件が起きたんだからしょうがないっていうか。ほら、クルスも知ってるだろう。渡部との対談の件。
I tried to stop my voice from shaking as I told her everything that had happened that day.
そういうわけで警察に連れて行かれたのは僕たちが重要な目撃者だっただけで他には何もないから本当に。
Kurusu was watching me with extremely cold eyes the entire time I talked. I don't know, does it look like cold eyes to me? I don't know. She looks like she's crying, but I guess sometimes they reuse the same expressions. I somehow managed to look back at her as I shared something that wasn't an excuse that I've been feeling lately.
でもさ、最近なんか少しおかしいと思ってるんだ。
おかしい？何が？
最初はさ、もちろん僕たちから興味を持って事件のことを調べてた。けど最近はその事件自体が逆に僕らを追ってきてるような、そんな気がするんだよ。
The case is coming after us. When I said that, I realized how right it felt. That was the only way I could think of to describe what had happened today. It was Watabe who asked for an interview with us, and Watabe had died in front of us before we'd even talked to him. We hadn't had any choice in any of it.
昨日
Kurusu opened her mouth quietly.
昨日言ってくれたわよね。
あ、
昨日考えるってそう言ってくれたわよね。
それは
I had said that, yes.
僕だってそのつもりだったよ。でも今日また色々あって、それで新しく分かったことがあるんだよ。
分かったこと？
そうなんだ。さっき部室でみんなと話してたんだけど、今回の事件の被害者には共通点があるんだよ。その共通点とは何かっていうと、実は
And then I stopped. I wasn't sure if Kurusu would understand what I was trying to say. But I couldn't think of anything else to do, so I just told her exactly what had happened.
実は一連の事件の被害者ってみんな特殊な現象を体験してたみたいなんだよ。未来予知とか人の心を読んだりとか念写とか、つまり超能力ってことで。
Okay.
超能力。
Imagine, just saying this in front of a person. It's like you're going insane. You're gonna be sent to like therapy or something. Kurusu froze. She probably had to have been expecting that.
そうなんだ。全員が何かしらの能力を持ってた可能性があって。
It's true, Kurusu. They all have psychic powers. I'm not crazy.
この予想が本当なら事件そのものだけじゃなく世界的な常識を根本から覆すことになるかもしれない。これってすごいことじゃん。
And then I realized that she was acting strange. I mean, aren't you the one acting strange? Her gentle smile had vanished, and she was sitting there expressionless. I realized that I made a mistake, but it was too late. She was just about to explode, and there's blood everywhere. That's what happened. But when she got like that, it meant she was building up her anger for an explosion. Explosion! The only thing I could do now was wait for the thunder to come crashing down on me. Here it comes! And bam! I closed my eyes. But I waited and waited and nothing happened. I opened my eyes and saw...
お願い。